So for number 11, I will begin by taking all of my square root or radicals and put them all on one side of the equation. So I'm going to keep x plus 7, the square root of x plus 7, on the left side of our equal sign, and then move the square root of x to the left side as well. Okay, that's how I will attempt to do this problem. So now that we have all of our radicals on one side of the equation, I'm going to square both sides of the equation. Okay, when you square this entire set of parentheses, that means that there are two of them. All right, and 1 squared is just equal to 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so let's work on distributing. So I'm going to take the square root of x plus 7 and multiply it to both terms here. So we'll have negative, or square root of x plus 7 times square root of x plus 7, which will give me x plus 7. Square root of x plus 7 times negative square root of x equals negative square root of x times x plus 7. Okay, so we'll do the same thing here. Square root of x, negative square root of x times square root of x plus 7 is negative square root of x times x plus 7. Okay, and then negative square root of x times negative square root of x equals positive square root of x squared, which is positive x. And so we'll just set that equal to 1. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to move all of my square roots. I'll condense these, bring them together, and then move them over to the right side of the equation, while at the same time taking this 1 and moving it over to the left side of the equation. So what we'll have is, so let's combine like terms here. So we'll identify the like terms. So here's a like term, and here's a like term. Okay, we also have these two things are like terms. So we can combine them as well. All right, so we end up with x plus x. Let's get the pen tool. X plus x is 2x. All right, plus 7. Then I'm going to combine these together. You get negative 2 square root of x times x plus 7, all equal to 1. So again, I'm going to take the negative 2x and move it to the right side of our equation, while bringing the 1 and moving that over to the left side of the equation. So we'll have 2x plus 7 minus 1 equals 2 square root x plus 7. On the left side. On the right side will be 2 square root of x times x plus 7. All right, so let's combine like terms. We can combine this with this. 7 minus 1 is 6, so we'll have 2x plus 6 equals 2 square root x times x plus 7. Okay, so in order to get the square root by itself, at this point we need to divide by 2, which will be dividing by 2 on everything. Okay, let's move this up. Okay, so we end up with 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we get 1x, or just x, plus 3 And these 2's, 2 divides into 2 one time, and 2 divides into 2 one time. So we get x plus 3 is equal to the square root of x times x plus 7. Okay, so the next step is to square both sides again. Just to get rid of the square root. Here we have 2 sets of parentheses, so we can write them twice. X plus 3 times x plus 3. Okay, equals x times x plus 7. All right, so now we don't have any more square roots to have to deal with. So here we're going to distribute x. We'll get x squared plus 3x plus 3x again gives me 6x. Right, and then we have 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay, at this point we can distribute the x. X times x is x squared. X times 7 is 7x. Okay, if we subtract x squared on both sides, we'll see that these x squareds cancel. I'm going to move the 6x over to the right side, so we'll have 9 is equal to 7x minus 6x. So therefore 9 is equal to x, or x is equal to 9. Okay, so that appears to be the correct solution, but let's check to make sure we do not have any extraneous solutions. So with x equaling to 9, we can plug that back in or substitute it back into the original equation. So it'll be 9 plus 7. Again, we're just looking up here. 9 plus 7 is equal to the square root of 9 plus 1. Okay, 9 plus 7. Okay, 16. Okay, and the square root of 9 is 3 plus 1. So this is 4 equals 3 plus 1, and this is true. All right, so therefore x equals 9 is the solution to our equation.